Hey guys, PokeDan here. As pretty much every Pokemon fan knows, the next games in the series to be released will be Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. These games will be out to play very soon, and a lot of people have mixed opinions on the games. No matter what someone has to say about Let's Go, remember that it's just their opinion, so if you respect it, chances are they'll respect yours too. Saying that, today you join me on my ultimate opinion on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Some of my views expressed in this video will be negative about the games, but like I said, that's just my opinion, so feel free to leave yours down in the comment section. Also, besides from this intro, this video isn't really scripted, so do forgive me if I begin to ramble. Oh, and as well as that, this video won't be edited to my usual standard. Instead, I thought, hey, I'm just gonna have a ramble and a good, edited video will be out next week. But, I mean, yeah, let's get started with the video. Okay, so before I begin to actually get into the content of the game itself, I did just want to, kind of mention other Pokemon YouTubers' opinions. I mean, I've seen going around people making reasons to buy the game. I think I've seen one or two on why not to buy the games, and I watch these videos because I watch a lot of Pokemon content, and I read the comment section, and a lot of people just really don't care what you have to say. They don't care about your thoughts, and it just blows my mind. So guys, I'm gonna use an example, Arizo. He made a video for reasons to buy Pokemon Let's Go, and a lot of people were against him on this. I've spoken to Arizo before, he's a cool guy, but at the same time, we're not super close, we're just kind of mutuals. And I gotta say, the people out there saying that the Pokemon company has, paid these YouTubers, including Arizo, to give these positive opinions, it's kinda bizarre. I mean, I know for a fact this isn't the case. These are just these guys' opinions. They know why they like the games, they know why they wanna buy the games, they know why they want everyone to buy the games. It's because the Pokemon franchise, no matter what game it is, it right now is pretty strong, even though we haven't really got a main game. And yes, that's another argument if Let's Go is main games. I mean, I kind of consider them to be main games, but I don't know, at the same time, it's not like they're a new generation, is it? I don't know, it's just kind of a Pokemon Yellow remake, isn't it? But yeah, that's just it. Respect everyone's opinions, guys, and yeah, they'll respect yours too. So, the graphics. I gotta say, the graphics look really smooth, and I'm personally a fan. I think that moving to the Switch to improve the graphics was pretty needed. I know a lot of people wanted Pokemon to stay on the 3DS because, everyone has a 3DS. If you don't, I don't mean to exclude you, I'm just saying in general, But at the same time, I don't think the 3DS really showed off the true potential for the graphics of the Pokemon games. I mean, especially for more to come, like more games in the future. I mean, put it like this, yeah? We started off with the Game Boy. If Pokemon just stick to, the same old graphics, that might be cool, don't get me wrong. If they just released a mode where you could play it, in the classic graphics, that'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't really play that way, because Pokemon's gotta advance. And Pokemon's moved from console to console and now to the Switch as well. I think that it's just gonna make the games look better and, look smoother. So yeah, I would like to say that the graphics do look cool. In fact, I get a kind of X and Y kind of feel looking at the graphics in these games, but I mean, I like X and Y, so take that as a good thing. So yeah, I have a lot to go on about, and the graphics are amazing. I'm a fan of that part. So, let's move on to the next part. Kanto, Kanto, Kanto. I know a lot of people are fans of this region, and you know what? I don't hate any region, but out of every single one, personally, Kanto is my least favorite. I know that kinda might be a bit controversial to say. I don't know, I guess that kinda depends on how you interpret the different regions and the games. And the reason I'm not a fan is because Kanto, it kinda was basic. I mean, hey, I totally understand. Pokemon Red and Blue and the Kanto region, they were the first games, and nothing is perfect the first time round. And I truly think that with every new region, we see new elements added, and new stunning locations, and it completely blows me away. And even though Kanto had some of these, I don't know, I'm just still not a huge fan. As well as that, this moves me on to my next point, it just gets too much attention. Like, hey, I get it. This is where Pokemon started, and we should remember that. And an Easter egg here and there, I'm okay with. I'm more than happy with, in fact. But we're going back to Kanto again. And yes, I know you could make the argument that, hey, we haven't been back to Kanto since Pokemon Gold, Heart Gold rather, and Pokemon Soul Silver. But at the same time, just because we haven't been there for a long time, that just doesn't remove the fact that we've been to Kanto many a time. So to go there again, yes, even with new graphics, I don't know, it just kind of feels a bit, you know, a bit boring, a bit dull. And as I just said, that's nothing on the graphics because the graphics look incredible. But just imagine if these graphics were used on a new generation, on a new region. Personally, I think we've been to Kanto before and too many times, and I would just prefer to visit a completely new region, something we haven't even seen before. Okay, so new features. We have seen a couple of new features be introduced to the games. In fact, some of them really big. And I've got 4 jotted down here to talk about. As I said, this isn't really scripted. I've just written a rough kind of list of what I need to say. And the first one is multiplayer mode. So it's been shown off in the trailers quite a lot, you know. We will be getting multiplayer in Pokemon Let's Go. And I gotta say, I like this. I like that we will be able to play Pokemon with a friend or family member or whoever you love playing Pokemon with. You get what I'm saying. Personally, I feel that adding a multiplayer mode doesn't take anything away from the games at all. It just adds a completely new and, you know, amazing feature. Next, we have a kind of minor feature, but I still would like to talk about it, and it is hairstyles. Okay, so customizing a character isn't exactly the most new feature we've had, but in these games you can change the hairstyles of either Pikachu or Eevee. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I've looked at a lot of the hairstyles and none of them personally I'm a fan of. But still, like with the multiplayer mode, I don't think this takes anything away from the experience at all. In fact, it just adds, it's just not really my cup of tea. Next, we have a feature that a lot of people were happy about, including myself. I was really happy to see it return, in fact. And it is Pokemon following you. You know what? I've really missed this feature. I think the last time we saw it properly was in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I really liked it in those games, and I think a lot of people just kind of wanted this feature to return, and finally now we have it. But I don't know, I'd love to just wander around riding on my Luxray. That would be awesome. And finally, the last feature that I've written down, and probably the biggest feature, is Pokemon Go. One of the game's biggest selling points is Pokemon Go. You know, these games are compatible. And I think I've said it on the channel before, but I'm not the biggest Pokemon Go fan. I don't know, I just played it for a little bit and it kind of got a bit repetitive to me. Maybe the game's just not for me, you know, maybe it's for anyone who loves it. Clearly, there is a reason why you like the game, but I'm not a fan of seeing Pokemon Go, essentially a side game, become a new big part of the main series games, because I've never 100% understood Pokemon Go. And like I said, that's just a me problem, but at the same time, I couldn't really care less to see Pokemon Go in Pokemon Let's Go. But yeah, that's kind of my rant about Pokemon Go done. In fact, I feel like I'm losing my voice just talking about it. So let's move on to something you can now buy with Pokemon Let's Go, and that is the Pokeball Plus. I'll be completely honest with you guys, I'm not a fan at all of this. I'll be honest, I've not researched into it 100%, but I have a good idea of what I'm talking about here. And the Pokeball Plus is essentially, you know, a kind of new Switch controller for these games. And I can't really say about other currencies because I live in the UK, but in British money, this costs £45. Just for the controller. In a lot of places where Pokemon Let's Go is going to be sold, that costs the same price as the actual games themselves. And I get it, these things can't be that cheap to create, and you wouldn't see me put money towards this, especially not that amount. I don't know, that just doesn't really appeal to me. I mean, hey, it comes with the mythical Pokemon Mew, and I don't know, to me, that's not much of a selling point. I have Mew in other games. I will most likely have Mew in the future as well. So even even though this is kind of an exclusive, I honestly kind of see it as a bit of a money grab. But again, this is a business and money has to be made. So, one of the final things I wanted to say about Pokemon Let's Go is I wanted to mention the new Pokemon that were introduced. Unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know that the Pokemon in question are Meltan and Melmetal, its evolution. To me, they look cool enough. I don't hate the Pokemon. But at the same time, I don't exactly love them as well. It's just, they're new, cool, I guess. And even though they have been heavily teased in the trailers, they just aren't a selling point for me. Don't get me wrong though, it is interesting that they originally debuted in Pokemon Go. We've never had that before, that's really cool. And I remember seeing everyone on Twitter posting about this mysterious new Pokemon they found, and it was really nice to see people excited. Okay, so overall, I won't be buying the games because I feel like there are better things that I could spend my money on. I mean, hey, I don't even have a Switch yet, and I'm honestly in no rush either, even with Smash coming out. The cheapest Switch I could find is £280. Let's Go is between probably, let's say, £40 and £50, and the Pokeball Plus is £45. Overall, that's almost £400. And I'm trying to be more grown up, I'm trying to save money where I can, and to buy something that doesn't really interest me that much, I don't know, I just don't see a lot of sense in it. I know some of you may be watching the video thinking, oh, you know, Dan, he doesn't like the game, what if he doesn't like Pokemon anymore? No, I love Pokemon. I will always love Pokemon. It's been such a big part of me, but I think this time round, I'm gonna give it a skip. And when Gen 8 comes around, I'm getting that Switch. Hey, I'll buy Smash Ultimate as well. And I already know that I'm gonna have so much fun. Another thing, because I feel like they're just a remade version of Pokemon Yellow, you know, with a few twists here and there, I think I'd grab a copy of Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green if I just wanted to replay through Kanto. I mean, the story is more or less the same, you know, there may be some story changes added, but they're just really similar, and like I said, if I wanted to play those games, I'd buy the ones that are already out that I own. If any Pokemon representative is watching right now, I mean, I doubt it, but I just wanted to say, no hard feelings, I love the franchise, please don't hate me. But yeah, I just kind of see this as a bit of a money grab, and as I said, from a business standpoint, it's smart. Pokemon Go, when it was released, became so popular, so it would only make sense that Game Freak would cash in on this popularity by integrating Pokemon Go more into the main series of Pokemon. Also, a lot of Go fans have at least played Kanto, so I feel like going back to Kanto also caters to them more than the main and the supportive audience. I completely respect everyone who wants to buy these games, and I hope that they are everything and more that you hoped for. But until Generation 8 next year, I think I'm gonna pass. Saying this, I probably will play the Let's Go games at one point, but for me right now, they are nowhere near a priority. But yeah, right now I've been recording for quite some time and I think I'm done with everything I wanted to get across. So like I said, I'm kinda sorry that this video isn't edited as much as my main videos, but I feel like this is something I just had to make and have a little rant and discussion about. I've said it so many times in this video, but if you guys are getting the games, then respect the people who don't. If you're not getting the games, likewise respect the people who do. At the end of the day, we all love Pokemon, that's why you're watching this video right now, that's why I'm making this video right now. So, I don't think there has to be any hate here. But with all that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, leave some of your views and opinions down in the comment section. But with all that being said, for now, I've been PokeDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.